What's going on, folks, and welcome into this week's edition of Talk Birdie to Me here on Sports Tree. Talk Birdie to Me is presented to you by Everyday Freight. Help your business coordinate commercial shipments from one skid up to full loads all across North America. Everyday Freight for your shipping needs. And we're back covering the Rocket Mortgage at the Detroit Golf Club, a par 72, 7,330 yards. We had a birdie fest last week, ladies and gentlemen, and we are primed for yet another one this week. The winning scores over the last few years here have all been like 20 under par or right around that neighborhood. In fact, since the inception of this tournament in 2019, there's only one golfer to win this tournament that didn't get to 20 under par, and that was Cam Davis when he won it in 2021 with the score of 18 under par in a playoff against Troy Merritt and Walking Neiman. Something to note about this course: power pays off. Former winners here: Tony Finau, Cam Davis, and Bryson DeChambeau. Those are the last three winners of the Rocket Mortgage Classic. All those guys can blast it off the tee, and they're effective from tee to green play. So that's what we're going to be looking for this week. And then, of course, you have to have that hot flat stick to go out and win a shootout. So the first guy I want to talk about is Rickie Fowler. He's back in vintage form, and I think it's now time for Rickie to get back in the winner's circle. At 14-1, I'll bite on that. Over the last 36 rounds, he leads the field in strokes gained. So he is the most effective golfer in this field. He also proved last week that he can keep pace in a birdie fest. He placed T13, giving him 4 consecutive top 13 finishes. His top 20 number is also -115, so that's our best bet of the day. So look out for Rickie Fowler to finish in the top 20 and be flirting with the podium yet again this weekend. The next guy I want to talk about actually tied Rickie Fowler last week at T13. It's Hideki Matsuyama at 16-1. I think he's rounding into form at the right time. He's an excellent ball striker, and he ranks 14th on tour this season in strokes gained tee to green. So we know that he can get the ball tee to green. It's just, can that putter get hot? Can Hideki's putter help him go low? We saw him do pretty well last week in the shootout. What happens if Hideki turns it on? I'm willing to take a chance that he does. His top 20 number is -110, so I'll also be playing that. In the middle of the pack, we mentioned him earlier in the show, it's Cameron Davis. Another proven winner that's rounding into form at the right time. He won this event back in 2021, as we said, and placed T14 here last year. His 63 on Sunday at TPC River Highlands proves that he's ready to go low in a shootout, and he ranks 9th on tour in strokes gained off the tee this season. And if he can turn that putter on, which we know can get hot, I think Cam Davis can run away with this thing, especially at 35-1, a top 20 finish paying +170. I love Cam Davis as a special look this week. And then here's a fun prop for you: the top Oceania player to finish in this tournament, Cam Davis, -115. The top Oceania player only on Pointsbet. You can get that at -115. Make sure you lock that in for Cam Davis. The next guy I want to talk about in the middle of the pack, also at 35-1, is Ludwig Aberg. Yes, he burned us last week against Viktor Hovland in their head-to-head top Nordic matchup. However, the former #1 ranked amateur golfer in the world already has 3 top 25 finishes in 4 starts this season on the PGA Tour. He's gained strokes with his driver in 5 professional events this season, so I love him off the tee. He absolutely nukes it, and that's what we're looking for. If he can get that putter going and hit timely putts like we saw him do last week, look for Aberg to finish in the top 20 at +230. That's a great number. That's a great prop that I will be playing this week. And then our last prop bet that I love, a top 20 at +220 for Austin Eckroach. The Oklahoma State product hasn't finished outside the top 30 in his last 5 starts and owns a pair of top 5 finishes in his last 9 on tour. All right, folks, as for your trivia question for today, we mentioned it earlier in the show multiple times. He's one of our picks this week. Who won this tournament in 2021? Head over to sportstree.ca, answer that question. You're in to win a pair of PGA tickets to any event that you'd like to see next season, excluding a major. Folks, I'm Connor Roundtree, and we'll talk birdie to you next time.